is it, man. This is the whole show
Where
right
the
here.
where the hell? Yeah, this basically be the show. It's gonna be an hour of me trying to reset up my whole stream.
For future me, when I'm editing this for the YouTube, I'm not cutting any of this. I'm not...
Oh, thank you. That's exactly what I want all the
You know what I'm
audience.
gonna do? I want to put a slow zoom just on your portion of the camera for
You see
like.
that, but that's the thing. It says that I'm logged. Like I'm actually in my. I don't even have to go through the dashboard. I'm actually in Streamlabs now, and it says that I'm logged into Twitch. But I can't like.
But when you click on go live, it can't fetch the information, right?
Yeah, I can't fetch the information. There we
Yeah,
go.
it's because it's still using your old password for some reason.
Okay. Well, I just logged out, and now I'm gonna go and log myself back in. There we go.
Yo, what's that statue of that dude up there? Like he looks like I don't know, like Constantine or
What? Right over here.
yeah.
Oh, that's what's his name? Cole McGrath. Wait, is it Cole McGrath from Infamous? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I was the dumbass who decided, hey, the first game was so good. Let's go and get the new Infamous. It's gonna be so much better. What? What do you mean incorrect password?
That's
Oh,
exactly
that's
what happened. Let's play the new one. What do you mean password not accepted?
oh my god, you're all set. Okay, there we go. And now it should work. Let's go. There we go.
let's fix this.
And let's confirm and go. There we go. Yay! Things are working for me now. I'm live. I should be live.
He doesn't know.
I swear to God, if I'm not, yeah, okay, I'm live. I'm live.
Good job, mate.
Let me, yeah, yay!
We're all proud
Things
of you.
working.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, Hybrid. You told me
I'm
you were
a
checking
D.
out an Overwatch character about this right before we get on. What like the sniper chick? Is that it?
Oh god, hold on. Sorry, I gotta
Widowmaker
not watch your
or
Twitch
Anna?
while listening to this. Oh, the echoes. What was that?
You were telling me how you were watching. You were checking out some Overwatch character. Is it the
Oh
sniper?
yeah, the new character Ramatra.
Is it a sniper?
Much.
What's it?
Is she a sniper or he?
It's a he. It's an Omnic. Like similar to Zenyatta, except a tank. And upset.
It's like a what is it, like AI basically? It's a robot.
Yes. It's an
Okay, there
Omnic. You know, the sentient robots.
yeah, yeah. I couldn't remember how to describe them, but yeah, okay,
They're people too,
Yeah,
Those guys.
it's the
PT.
Omnics.
okay.
They're people. They have feelings.
So this
Exactly.
guy is he's the leader of what's it called? Null Sector. He kind of has a little bit of a Moses thing going on,
Jesus.
where he's trying to
Trying to
save
free
his
his...
people against the staff.
They brought the characters from Detroit into Overwatch. Nice.
Well, it's kind of cool because he has a staff and he kind of works a little bit like Sig, like in the
Okay.
sense that he has like a primary fire that's similar to Orisa, but the first version. So before Overwatch 2, when she became a massive bully. And yeah, now he has a shield similar to the Sig, except it's think of May's wall where you get to position it, and then it pops
Okay.
up, has like 1,000 health. And then he has an alternate form that you could be in for 8 seconds, which he essentially turns into Zenyatta punch form, where he just punches air at people or projectile air, sonic booms or whatever. He just punches and there's a little shockwave and people go ouch, and then he blocks all Dragon Ball with the cross arms and the tanking that damage. And this
Cool.
ult essentially is Death Decay from Warcraft, if you remember that. Whereas like an area of effect, things take damage. But like I want to say the Lich had it, but I'm not sure where if like the Lich carried it with him wherever he goes. But anyways, who cares?
I probably was like a spell or something he cast.
Yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a bit since I played Warcraft 3, which I kind of want to play. But anyways, think a reverse transcendence. Where
Okay.
like wherever Ramatra goes, he brings AoE damage, and apparently like every time he deals damage, like it's if there's nobody around, it has like a timer, like let's say 6 seconds, 8 seconds, whatever. But if he's dealing damage to people, it stays. So if he's constantly fighting, his ult will constantly be up, dealing AoE slow tick damage. It's pretty cool. Actually.
Sounds annoying as fuck.
Sounds boss as fuck.
No, for the person on the receiving end.
He turns into like berserk tank form, and he's just like punching people while AoEing everybody and tanking damage, and you're like, what's wrong with this guy?
Okay.
And you're sitting there with Ryan and his hammer, and he's like,
And this is an Overwatch 2, right?
Yeah, Overwatch quote 2.
Quote 2.
Quote 2.
Quote 2
You got some serious hate for that game, honestly, man.
Don't just release characters and tell me it's tell me it's a sequel to a game. It's like at best an expansion. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey. They're trying to mimic the sports games.
Get the Ohio out of here. You can't be doing that stuff.
Nah, they can't be. It's not a 1 year kind of event.
And they're like Overwatch 2.
It will be.
Where you get to play the PvE after New Year's, but please play these 3 characters and one is on the way. But like, whatever.
I feel like they're trying to follow the Fortnite model where like they just released the multiplayer and they're like, yeah, don't worry, we'll bring the other part soon. And
imagine imagine they followed the Fortnite route and didn't screw their fan base.
Yeah, no, Fortnite just really leaned into those kids, and it worked out well for them.
Oh, hard.
But besides Overwatch, what other first-person shooters have you guys dabbled in that you would say that you're quite versed in?
Oh, Duke Nukem 64, fucking.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Shake it, baby. Everyone remembers that.
Waves cash in stripper's face.
Those were the days, man.
Shake it, baby.
Pixel boobs. Man, Duke Nukem 64 was the shit, though. I remember that. I didn't play Duke Nukem 64. I played Duke Nukem on the PS1.
In general, yeah, Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Where he has like all those little catchphrases. I got balls of steel.
I think it was in that one, like when he crash lands on the planet or what the fuck is like, it's where he gave that line from that movie.
Time to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's great.
That's trash. It was so good though. It was perfect.
It's 90s. It's just basically 90s, all catchphrases.
Yeah, it was basically
people.
To me, Duke Nukem
America.
Duke Nukem 3D was basically Predator 2 the game. That's all it was to me.
Predator 2, yeah. Except the reverse, like Predator 2 harassment with the humans, where he just like harasses the entire alien race. It's one dude with the crop top, buzz top, whatever. Mini Kyle haircut. Sunglasses.
Oh my god.
Duke Nukem Forever, man. What a fucking letdown that was, I think.
Yes.
I got it, and I turned it on, immediately turned it off. It was such garbage.
I had to finish it just because, but it was pretty garbage. It was pretty
platforming was.
Did you get through the whole thing?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!
I did. But that was a testament in and of itself.
Why was there driving? You shrink and then you're driving.
Yeah.
Why?
Wait, was Duke Nukem Forever on the newest one? You mean
Xbox?
Yeah, it was the last one that came out.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that one I still have yet to play. I thought you were talking about the other one that came out in the 64.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. There was a newer one like after a decade of promising there'll be a new Duke Nukem, and then it finally came out, let down everybody, and now they're just not making one.
Can you imagine they make a Duke Nukem game today? Blonde hair, white dude, blue eyes, walking around kicking ass, banging chicks. Oh my god.
No. Oh, he'd be canceled because he's this white male. He's too privileged. He tries to hand strippers money, but they scream at him about not being man enough, no bag, and all that crap.
You see, oh man, he wouldn't even be allowed to say things like that. Like he would have to say like, "Shake it, they them," or something like that. I don't know.
Shake it, they them.
He starts lifting off all the pronouns for 5 minutes.
Do you consent to wave me this cash in front of you?
Man.
It's Duke Nukem asking all this consent. And because they all followed him in the 90s, they all said no. So it's just Duke Nukem saying nothing.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
that's HJWs. I'm not woke.
It's sad because like if you compare him to today, Duke Nukem is like he's like that grandpa that says like sketchy shit at dinner. You know what I mean? You're like,
I love
oh,
it.
easy, grandpa. Don't talk about that.
I personally
You know?
love it. I don't get offended very easy. So
I don't think any of us.
it's
here
always
do.
amusing as hell to hear that. Like,
Oh,
wow,
yeah,
Grandpa, that was super racist, lol.
Lol, he says.
Well, because you know it's from his era, but he's not really doing any. Like, there's difference between words and actions, right?
100%.
It's just an old guy screaming his stuff, blah blah blah. It's nothing to be taken seriously. It's not like he's an influencer.
Oh
Duke
my
Nukem.
God,
He
yeah.
could, imagine if Duke Nukem had a TikTok account. Holy shit, man.
Well, I'm pretty sure Trump, but yeah.
Wait, does he have a TikTok account, Trump?
I don't care.
Maybe.
So this is to be investigated. I'm curious.
It's probably named something stupid as just 12 years of him ranting.
I want some good footage of him eating KFC with a knife and fork. That'd be awesome. Anyways, but yeah, so we kind of went off there. Sorry.
It's the best fork. I told everybody, oh, Donald, how do you eat all this chicken?
It's made of solid gold.
I
Solid
just
gold
figured
fork.
to grab it for it.
It's like I told everybody.
It was the best.
Yeah. So okay. So Duke Nukem was 100% agreed.
That was
Any,
garbage. They also had, ooh, do you know the? It wasn't really a successor, but I think it was made by the same people. It's called Shadow Warrior.
yes, Mickey Rourke voiced the character in that game.
Did he?
I think it was him.
Because there was a Shadow Warrior, and it was definitely not Ricky Rourke. Otherwise, that was insanely racist sounding. But it was like the same era with.
I think you're thinking of Rogue Agent, maybe?
It's entirely possible he's thinking of
Or
that.
Rogue Warrior?
Oh no, you're right. I'm thinking of Rogue Warrior. My bad.
Yeah, Shadow
Okay.
Warrior was this like bald dude with a sword.
Oh, never mind. Completely different game.
Wasn't that, what's his name from id Software, who went off and basically was trying to tell everyone this was going to be like the 10 times better game, and then it was just like kind of okay?
You're talking of
Just
Sha-
kind
wait.
of okay. It's gonna be the best game ever. It's kind of okay.
Wait, which one are you talking about now?
Why?
Oh, Shadow Warrior. I thought
Shadow
like,
Warrior,
the
okay.
first one.
Shadow Warrior. Because the first one was in '97, and it followed this dude named Lo Wang.
Yeah.
Yeah, '90s.
Yeah.
Lo Wang. Yeah,
Jesus.
the same people who made Duke Nukem, I believe, 3D Realms or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they made that game, and then they remade it like with obviously better graphics, like new gen. But I don't remember when.
Oh, no, I was thinking of Daikatana.
Like,
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, no.
yeah,
No.
Shadow Warrior 3.
The Shadow Warrior is it a first person game?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
first person.
And what is like? What you run around with a katana and then just light people up and that's it?
You have a katana, you have different weapons like an Uzi and other assorted guns. I've only played the first one, so. But apparently they had 2 others. One in 2013.
Yeah, there's apparently 3 of them.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
all came out. They started coming out from 2013 all the way up until now.
yeah. The second one came out in 2016.
Yeah,
Jesus, I've never heard of these.
It's apparently in March.
I think I saw like the what was it, the box for it, and I literally kept on thinking it was Daikatana because I remember hearing that's the game I was talking about, where it was one of the guys from 3D Realms, something Romero, or it was either 3D Realms or id Software, because they were both kind of the same thing, but not really.
Yo, this looks badass though. Holy shit!
Yeah,
I'm looking
Yeah,
at
it does,
a
actually.
I'm looking at a dragon fight scene. Holy fuck! It's in first person. Goddamn. And not okay. So hybrid, nothing mainstream at all. No, you didn't dabble in Call of Duty. You didn't dabble in GoldenEye back
Oh
in the
no,
day.
no, I play. One of the things that actually got me hooked onto PC first person was actually Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
I came in a little late, but yeah, Modern Warfare 2 with Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Good
played a
old
lot of Call of Duty. Modern
So
Warfare 2.
so you weren't you didn't really grow up with like the Counter-Strike generation on PC and that kind of stuff.
No, not so much.
That was more
Like,
me.
I did dabble in like what's it, Unreal Tournament.
Okay.
That was
Yeah.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament. I remember there was like a phase where first person shooters were like they all had that tournament style gameplay. And one of them that to me was very unique was a game called Tribes 2.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, where you had like each character had a specialization, like each class had a different ability. This was like before the battlefields and all that, where you had your character had a like if you picked the tank, you had a rocket launcher. If you picked the I don't know the Spec Ops character, they had like a submachine gun. Like each character came with a specific set of weapons. You know, it wasn't just
There's like
here's your
Team Fortress.
skin, go pick up your guns and kill. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It was so cool. I remember the music from Tribes was intense too back in the day. It was one of the games where when it came out, they actually released the soundtrack separately. You know, like they did it for all the Hitman games, and they did it for Tribes. And there's that fucking meme that goes about Doom, how you could buy the Doom album for $80 and it comes with a game.
Huh.
So because apparently the Doom album is nuts. So
It is.
It is.
I just know one song and I love it. I can listen to it on repeat. But I don't know any of the songs from the game.
It doesn't matter. It's still pretty damn good.
Fuck. But
Hey. PT, you're
Yeah.
a fan of Halo, right?
Yeah, more towards the beginning, like the first
Okay.
two.
All right. So have you ever heard of Marathon?
Marathon. No.
Yeah, it came out in the 94. Just looked it up. 94. My friend back in the 90s was playing it on Macintosh.
Okay.
And yeah, Marathon, made by Bungie, similar to Halo.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, never heard of it.
and this
very
game
curious.
is released. You can play this.
I'm not sure if you can play it now. So like I said, the last
Okay.
picture I saw was in
Yeah,
the
I'm seeing some of the similarities.
90s.
Wasn't Halo originally a Macintosh project?
It was a Microsoft project with Bungie.
No. Before it was called Halo, it was called something else, and Macintosh was developing it. I think Microsoft purchased it. No.
If it is what I'm thinking it is, that'd be Marathon.
Probably because yeah, a lot like I'm looking at one of the pictures right now, and it looks a lot like Master Chief. Like,
Like I said,
like it's just some dude holding up a rocket launcher, and like just the visor and his helmet and suit and get up, it screams Master Chief.
it's actually pretty cool at the time.
Oh
It's,
shit!
Like with Duke Nukem and all that.
I just clicked on something. It says rumor. Bungie is bringing Marathon back as a squad-based extraction shooter.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Extraction games are the future of first-person shooters. I'm telling you.
Extraction. Oh, you mean like Escape from Tarkov?
Tarkov has ruined it for everybody.
It's the newest thing.
Extraction, where you have to like extract people, like Rainbow Six.
No, it's so basically it's a style of gameplay right now where it's a looter shooter where you load up into a map with a set number of people, you go in, you loot, and you get out. Except it's whatever you collect in the game is what you can use in the next game. So if you die, you drop all that equipment, and you lose it all.
Like, you remember hardcore mode in Diablo?
Yep.
Think of something like that. Like you can drop in, you keep your loot, but if you die, you lose everything. Well, sort of lose everything. There's ways to kind of keep some of your gear or make sure that you don't lose everything, but basically you lose.
Like if you were to get killed and you have nothing in your inventory back home, yeah, it means the next round you're going in a shooter is you're going in with your fists or a knife.
Yeah.
So good luck. Go find something. And yeah. So this to me, this is going to be the next battle royale craze, where everyone's going to try to shove an extraction mode in each one of their games. But it's just, Tarkov did it so well. Oh shit.
And I get, is the game actually out or is it still in like beta?
What?
Tarkov.
That's still in beta.
Is it official? It's still in beta. Okay.
I honestly think Tarkov doesn't have a launch date until like 2027 or something now.
Probably.
Wow.
It's. I think it's been going on now for what, like 5 years, 6 years. It's been going on for a while.
Yeah. The game has substantially changed from what I saw in original footage and to what I experienced. It changed quite a bit, and to me, the mechanics of that game is just peak first person shooter. I wish every first person shooter has those mechanics in them. Like something as simple and as stupid as like actually counting the bullets in your magazine. I love that kind of shit in games. Like I hate it when I reload and the clip is magically full. Which is every first person shooter nowadays, you know?
Yeah, where you have like 29 out of 30 bullets, and then you throw away your clip and then reload it, and you're good.
Yeah. That clip's on the ground, you know? Whatever.
Nice.
The bullets will vanish from that clip and appear in the next one. Tarkov, no, you drop the clip, you drop the bullets. I love that. I love that. And
You don't really know how much is in there. You actually have to like check your gun to see what you have in there, because you can shoot a bunch and it'll say you have, you know, your clip is almost empty or you have nothing left.
Tarkov is one of the few games where, depending on the weapon you're using, you'll count your shots.
Yeah.
You know, if you're using a Saiga 10 and you know there's 8 shots in it, you'll count your shots to make sure you know how many bullets you have in your gun. In the middle of a firefight, you know, which is it's very stupid to compare video games to real life, but like I'm pretty sure they teach you that shit in the military or in law enforcement. Like, if you can remember, you know, while you're shitting bricks, count your shots.
Yeah, you can probably get used to it at a point. Like when you have bullets whizzing by you, at one point you're like, okay, I'm used to this. Now I can focus on what I need to.
Yeah, and I love it when shooters are hyper realistic. Like, you know, one shot to the head or one shot to the torso is enough to take you out. Tarkov takes it to another level because depending on the type of bullet and armor that you're wearing, it can affect a lot of things. But like I like, for instance, if I were to take a game like Apex, for example, I hate this concept of I need to dump mags into you to kill you. That shit drives me nuts.
Oh yeah, that is annoying.
I mean, to be honest, I think it's a fair representation of skill, because for you of skills, like in order for you to dump an entire mag on someone, and the only way to knock them is to have every bullet hit them, which I think is a core mechanic in Apex. That is a testament. That's skill, you know, to a degree. Whereas Tarkov, it's more of if I get the drop on you, that's it, you're done. You know.
It's like playing the Golden Gun mode in GoldenEye versus not.
Fucking hate it. Yo, my cousin used to abuse that shit when we were young, man. I hated him for it.
I love that mode just because it made you have to like actually try and be careful with your shit, or you would just like completely bum rush someone, whip around the corner, and you would already be shooting as you're coming around the corner and kill them.
Yo, a GoldenEye?
GoldenEye
64 has some fucking heavy like lock-on mechanics, man. Like the guy would run by you, and you wouldn't move the stick, and your gun just does this. It just follows the whole way. It's like, yeah, you have to aim. It's like, no, you don't. You just need to, you know, just point him in a general direction, and it'll take care of the rest.
That and Perfect Dark were the best.
Like one gun that shoots you from wherever.
Yeah, that blue alien gun.
The Farsight, that was such a bullshit gun.
That was such garbage.
Such a bullshit
Put
gun.
it down!
Yeah, they had that gun in GoldenEye. You just needed a fucking Game Shark to access it. Jesus.
Oh my god.
But I was one of the few people that didn't get to experience Perfect Dark because I didn't have an expansion pack.
Sorry, man.
Fuck you, Nintendo. The worst part is I got an expansion pack. My parents bought me Star Wars Pod Racing for 64.
No.
And it required an expansion pack for that game to function. No, sorry, it was optional. It was optional. You could get it to improve the performance of the graphics or whatever. And me being the young lad that I was, I got so excited on Christmas. I ripped open the game, took the game out, slapped it on. And, you know, my mother being, you know, the good mom that she is, she was tidying up after Christmas. She took the box and threw it out with the expansion pack in it. And I was like, no. my one time to experience Perfect Dark. Because I remember, back in the day, like I told you guys, I would always run to the store and rent my games. I would rent Perfect Dark, but I could only play the multiplayer. I wasn't allowed to play the campaign.
Yep.
Garbage.
Yep.
Garbage.
Oh, but it was the main thing that was so fun about the game. Like the multiplayer was great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like and the fact that you like it's been what's it? Every gun that you had an alternate mode to it rather than just like every other, like just having a normal, you know, shoot a bunch of bullets and then that's it. It was like the laptop gun was my favorite. Just a little sentry gun you toss it into a corner, just go and walk around the corner and get completely shredded by it. It's beautiful.
But that wasn't new to PC players, because games like Quake and stuff had alternative fire modes already in their games, I believe. I know Unreal Tournament did.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament definitely did.
You had alternative fires to the majority of your guns.
The rocket launcher was so fucking awesome. You just kept on charging the thing and it would shoot out a whole volley of rockets at people.
That was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like when Halo came out, Halo Combat Evolved, everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is the shit. This is the thing. This is what's putting shooters on the map." And I'm like, "No, it's not." I was like,
already pretty much on the map. It just kind of brought shooters to the home console.
That's it.
That's what I found.
Yeah, it brought shooters to the home console, but to me, not even GoldenEye did that back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, GoldenEye did it, and then after GoldenEye, you had Wolfenstein. Shooters just became a thing on consoles. For some reason, Halo was like hyped up, and to me, it was blown out of proportion. I remember playing it and saying to myself, "This is not new."
You know
to
what
me.
I think it is? I think it's because the controls were a lot tighter. Because playing GoldenEye on the 64 and trying to like you could move. Movement was really good on the 64, but having to aim at people was a chore.
You didn't need to. You didn't need to.
You didn't need to. Exactly.
You didn't need to.
But like in Halo, you could actually just because you had access to 2 joysticks, you can freely move around so easily and get lock onto people a lot better than you could in GoldenEye.
But I think
GoldenEye
Halo
was.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say GoldenEye was like a lot of fun for the multiplayer and having that having everybody in one room and having a blast with it.
And picking Odd Job and making everyone upset.
Picking what?
Odd Job.
Odd Job versus Jaws were the best fights ever.
Oh my god! Every game that I went to, Odd Job was automatically banned. That was the first thing everyone said. No Odd Job. Nobody pick Odd Job because every time
that sure little prick.
He'd be here and your gun would be just over his head.
Auto assist doesn't even help.
No, it doesn't. You'd have to aim down in order to get to him.
And this was like early day for shooters, right? So whether you were running or you were crouching, no, it didn't affect the fucking speed. You were gliding at the same speed, man.
Yep.
Just watching someone sprint in that pyramid stage.
Oh my god, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a pyramid stage?
Yeah.
The temple one?
It's called Temple? Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
You just see someone bolting in one of the lower corridors. Like, oh, you son of a bitch. Rocket.
And it was beautiful to see how first-person shooters went from single player to in the multiplayer market. First-person shooters to me was a perfect example of the evolution of a lifespan of a game. How it can go from the single player into the multiplayer, into online, into sports. It's to me, it's the staple of video game. It's always the example, right?
Yeah.
When people think video game, they think of shooters. So I love that, and it's going down the shitty path.
I know. It's funny that you even you mentioned a lot of the old games because I still find the Counter-Strike and Quake and even a lot of the other Half-Life games. Those games had a long shelf life. Like you could play those games for days and years on end.
I wouldn't even say had. I say they still have. The Half-Life engine.
Yeah.
The Half-Life engine is still going strong, and people are still playing CS 1.6 and Condition Zero and Source. Gmod is huge.
2.
Yeah.
Gmod
is huge, and it's not a first-person shooter, but it's a first-person game, right? So. To me, those are still going super strong considering how old they are, and when you look at the life cycle of a game now, like a first person shooter, like a Call of Duty, it comes and goes so fast. Battlefield 2042 is already dead.
It was kind of dead, basically post launch and
Right off the bat.
Yeah, more or less. I don't remember how long it took, but at one point it only had about 1,000 people playing on it
on Steam. Yeah.
On Steam. Oh, it was just on Steam.
Yeah, from with Steam statistics, it was like they were struggling reaching 1,000 players.
Huh. Yeah, and that was after the first couple of weeks or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't remember how long it was, but yeah, it was a buggy mess. They kind of they tried to go in too many different directions, and it didn't make anybody happy.
Oh, absolutely not. And I just feel like shooters, they're not. I don't know. I don't think it's a tired game style. You know, I think people really enjoy shooters if you can do it right.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just everyone thinks it's a copy paste, right? Everyone thinks they can make a shooter game nowadays. Every developer, you know.
I think it's just because everyone keeps making like war-based shooters now. Like you have your Battlefield, your COD, and I guess Rainbow Six, and those are the top three biggest shooters, and that's all they really do.
Hmm.
But you don't have stuff like Team Fortress, where it was just there was a lot of stupidities and funness about it, where it was just kind of it was over the top, it was ridiculous. It wasn't meant to be a serious shooter, but it was a lot of fun.
Hmm.
You don't see those style of shooters coming out nearly as much anymore. Or Quake.
Yeah,
Doom is kind of in that realm, but I felt like Doom was more everyone loved the first person, the story and the first person aspect to it.
didn't
I
Doom
think Doom
Eternal?
just like it had that attraction because it already had a fan base. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, last time we saw Doom, it was pixel, or it was,
yeah,
Yeah,
no, it was 3D, the Doom 3,
yeah.
there
and
was
like,
that
yeah,
2006 Doom, which was like Doom in space. It was like Freddy versus
Yeah,
Jason, right?
that was
that
Doom
was
3,
Doom
right?
3.
Where it
Yeah,
had like a lot more of a dark tone to it.
Yeah, where you
It was
couldn't
supposed to
hold
be
your
like
gun and a flashlight
scary.
at the same time.
yeah, that was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
Mm.
I,
But yeah,
but I remember like even Doom to me was a game that always pushed graphical capabilities. Like when you saw the original Doom came out, people were blown away. When Doom 3 came out at the time, I remember back in the days when I used to go on GameSpot and I saw images of what the game would look like. I'm like, holy shit, this looks crazy, you know. And Doom Eternal, geez, it's phenomenal. It looks
yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. And correct me if I'm wrong, Doom Eternal stomped on its competition, man. I think it destroyed. No?
It did, and it's such an adrenaline rush. There's so much going on, but with everything that you have like on you as far as abilities and stuff you can do,
Hmm.
like the fights are really tight now compared to the one that came out beforehand, and the one beforehand was really good.
Mm.
But everything that you're doing now, it's hard to describe it. But I was in a fight at one point in this whole battle arena, and almost to the point where I was like practically dead. I had no health and no armor, and as you're going along, there's ways for you to regenerate the stuff in the fight, so it keeps you engaged and trying to like remember to use all your shit while you're going around. But they did it so well; it's a lot of fun to play through. Just a lot of fun to play through.
It looks like a shitload of fun to play through, man. And obviously, to me, like I actually picked up Doom Eternal a couple of days ago because it's on Black Friday sale thing on Steam,
Oh, nice.
and I had the 2016 Doom already,
Yeah,
which to me is good, but it doesn't look anywhere near as much as fun as Doom Eternal. Doom
Oh,
Eternal,
this you had like extra things to do, no? Like swinging, or like
you
I haven't
can.
really played it too much to be fair, but like I think you had like a couple extra things you could do in this one as opposed to the 2016 version, right?
Yeah, you're able to like dash. You can dash in midair. I think you're able to double jump a lot easier.
hmm
And then you have different like throwable items. Like you have a
Yeah.
flamethrower you can throw. There's an ice grenade, and using both of those allow you to regen health and
well,
armor. And they have like a whole level up kind of system. Well, not really level up, but
Doom 2016 kind of
build.
took itself seriously in my mind. You know, it was
Yeah,
like hey, you're stuck on Mars, you got to do this, you got to take out these enemies, and blah blah blah. Whereas Doom Eternal seemed like they just embraced, like the caricature of Doom guy or the wackiness of it. You know, like all the memes that came out of Doom Eternal is ridiculous. Like for instance, there was all those comic strips that came out where the what do you call those skeleton dudes with two guns on their shoulders? I forgot what they're called. But anyways,
Revenants, I think.
yeah, the
what?
Ravage.
Revenants?
Oh, maybe
I'm not sure.
Revenants. Anyways, yeah,
That character, it was a comic strip, and he's talking to his buddy, and then all of a sudden he starts hearing
Yeah.
boss music, and like, why do we hear boss music? And then a Doom guy shows up, like
yeah,
all those memes came out of Doom Eternal, like and I think Doom Eternal just embraced how ridiculous the concept is, and they were like, yeah, just go for it, make you overpowered as shit and have fun. So I look forward to jumping into that one.
Do you think
And
that the 2016 version, do you think it kind of like had a Mortal Kombat 9 scenario where they had to like reinvent and show off that they could still keep up with the times and everything? Like, you know how like Mortal Kombat 9 had to rehash what they've done. They came from a 3D era that was
yeah.
like slowly digressing.
mhm.
and like kind of
Yeah.
I don't know, getting worse as far as the games go, at least in my opinion. But like, it's like similar how like Doom 3 had that extreme horror aspect, but the shooting aspect really wasn't as in your face like Doom 2016, where they're like, okay, we're coming back with a new title.
Hmm.
Duke Nukem clearly failed, so we got to blow these people out of the water. And
Mm,
here's how.
Agreed. Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Let's go to hell
yeah,
and blah blah blah. And
I
then
find
yeah,
that.
good.
Sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, and then like the second one was just like, okay, we see you like what we did, so they did what I feel like game devs should do and just add on to what's already good. Don't take out anything. They just added to it.
Yeah, fair
There
enough.
for the fun part. Like I remember like they had a multiplayer where you could be you like at some point you had to pick up this like whatever, and then you could be the demons that you were hunting. Like you could be the
Oh
revenant, you could be
yeah.
the
Oh
bigger thing, blah
yeah.
blah blah. And then they carried that kind of thing right into the second game as opposed to just dropping it.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, it
Like
was.
they kept what worked, which I find is always a good thing as far as games go. So it's like the second game got well received as opposed to many games that didn't get well received second time around.
So like they basically did what God of War 1 and God of War 2 did.
Mm. All but three though.
No kidding. No
Man.
kidding.
Speaking of taking things out, like there was a recent discussion because again, Battlefield 2042 and in Call of Duty, in multiplayer sessions, they started taking out components or altogether the scoreboard.
No boy.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
I was like, why? Why?
Yeah, they did that in Overwatch 1 and people complained.
Really? That happened in Overwatch 1?
Yeah, they had no scoreboard. Like you didn't know who was like you knew who was ahead if you could tell. You know, like okay, I have silver, everybody else clearly doesn't because I'm bitching. I wonder who has gold at this point. But like it went through a medal system, kind of like that. Whereas like in Overwatch 2, they rectified that. They have like the kills or the eliminations, how many times you died, how many times you're mitigating damage, your heals, all that crap. So they brought back the actual scoreboard.
mm.
I'm playing the new Modern Warfare 2, and in the multiplayer sessions, there is a scoreboard, but they won't tell you how often you died.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because like I find it's not a good. I find it's good to know how many times you died because then you know how many times you're feeding.
Yeah.
Like sometimes
Absolutely.
groups work and you're like, okay, you're clearly not grouping. You need to rectify this. Come with us, so you stop dying by yourself. Let's win. Kind of
Exactly.
scenario.
Well, there's that, and also there's the every guy who plays a first person shooter. Well, every guy, every girl or guy or gamer or whatever.
Every etc. Let's go.
every fashion of an individual. Um, every time you're playing a first person shooter and you notice your KD is like absolute garbage or dog shit. Like let's say you have 3 kills, 27 deaths, then that's when you're gonna start being like, okay, who's hacking? Who's
Hacking.
who's hacking? Who's cheating?
What's with all the hackers?
You've all been there. Fuck that. I know you have.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
totally
man.
know what you're talking about.
It's
Because we knew
ridiculous.
this one guy who did exactly that. He would see the kill board, and he had an ego. He always assumed he was doing really well. So if he saw someone who was doing better than him, he would start screaming like, "Who has all the hacking? Who's hacking?" So could you ever think that maybe you're just not as good as you think you are? No, you're hacking. Like it's a big thing because like it's unfortunate because on PC especially you do have hackers,
Yeah.
so you have no
It's
choice
rampant,
but
yeah.
to assume they're hacking, even though they could just be really good.
Hmm. Absolutely. And Tarkov is a game that exposed me to a lot of crazy shit in the world of hacking. Like because it's weird how people talk about hacking in Tarkov. It's like hush hush. Communities don't want to talk about it. They're like, "Yo, don't talk about hacking. You're just gonna bring light to it, and people are gonna cheat." And then you have the other half saying, "Yo, fuck that shit. Every time I die, I lose all my shit." Right? So the stakes are higher in the game, and so everyone's doing research into hacks. And I didn't know this, but there's actual like websites and forums where you can go and just purchase hacks for games. And I'm not talking like you pay $20 or something. I'm talking like thousands of dollars. You pay thousands of dollars for hacks in games, and it gives you a probability of how often it'll work and what's the lifespan until it's discovered and people block it. And these websites also have a subscription model where you can pay them a monthly fee and they'll just feed you hacks for the games that you want.
Really?
I'm serious. I had no idea hacking was so rampant in the online community on
Thank you,
PC.
You want to hack? Give me some money.
I
How do you even feel justification or even good about it? Like you want a game, but you had to hack.
Well, I'll tell
Yeah.
you what though, like when it came, I'm using Tarkov as a reference because it was the only game that pushed me to this point. I didn't hack.
I swear to God.
I didn't hack. I didn't purchase anything. I didn't use anything. But it's a game where sometimes when you die, you're like, no fucking way. And Tarkov, no scoreboard, no kill cam. It's just, yeah, you got fucked. Your screen went black. That's it. That's all that happened to you. And a lot of times there are things that are quite obvious that you're like, okay, that's blatant hacking. Like for instance, your character would just fall over and die, and then it says, oh yeah, you got hit in the head with a grenade. It's like, what?
What grenade?
That's there was no explosion. There was nothing.
The game just started.
Yeah. So, and it don't when something like that happens, like when you go fully geared, like you have on the best armor, you bring your best gun with the best bullets, you bring all your good equipment, you get in the game, and within a few seconds, you get hit in the head with a grenade. You're like, okay, so the hacker saw me, he saw my good shit, he took me out, grabbed all my stuff, and left.
Sounds great.
And when that happens, time after time after time, you start saying to yourself, fuck it, I'll just do it too. At some point,
You know what? That is fair.
at some point, you just say, fuck it, I want my shit back, I'll just do it for a little bit and get my shit back.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I did sort of do that a bit in Counter-Strike.
Shame.
What?
But like OG Counter-Strike, and I only did it for a bit just to like putz around. Just because I was
Let's ruin everyone else's time for fun.
No, but I was in a server where there were people who were just messing around with cheats, and we were all just trying to screw around. Like, so we picked it up for shits and giggles.
Okay.
And I tried it a couple times out of it, and it's blatantly obvious. Like you would, I don't remember what it was, but it was an aimbot, and all you had to do was press a button, and you would lock right onto people. And
Wow.
If I pressed it, like even behind a wall, or if someone was behind a wall, it would still lock onto them. So it was almost like a wall hack in and of itself.
Isn't there like a popular Twitch girl who like apparently she claims to be really good, but like she has
Nadia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her whole shtick now is that she sucks and she cheats.
Basically,
Is that it?
She
She's getting
yeah.
popular because
Honestly-
she embraces cheating.
She did the only, it was the only hand she had left.
It's like everyone's accused me of cheating, so I might as well just cheat
I just-
and like I'm not cheating.
Yeah.
There was so much like
What?
she was obviously she was just trying to defend herself for that whole thing, but there were so many scenarios where it just was blatantly obvious that she was cheating.
So, bro,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
shooting through a wall.
It wasn't just
wow.
that. Like, she used to, from what I saw in the cheats that happened with her, she was causing people to rubber band. No,
What
Like-
do you mean?
like she would start shooting them as they go around the corner, and it would like yank them back away from the corner so she can keep shooting them.
Oh, that's
Oh,
weird.
what?
Yeah, it's like a lag switch, rubber banding.
Okay.
Yeah, so she like because her like
Oh, that
client.
must be so annoying.
Oh fuck yeah! Because
You're just
on
like,
your
why
screen,
am I rubber banding so hard? Oh,
No.
it's because this is jackass.
no, on your screen you made it across the wall, but on the client side she rubber banded you back and she could take you out.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
So
I
you
thought it was just an
using
aimbot kind of a thing. I didn't think.
no, it's that combined with aimbot. Like I think that goes to show you how shit she is.
Yeah, no, oh no, just like I thought it was straight up aimbot. I don't think that was. I mean, maybe
It's like-
maybe it is. I thought that was just a normal internet shooter phenomenon when.
I know there was a wall hack thing because I definitely saw a TikTok on that where she's like shooting through the wall and people were dying.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not notice this? But okay.
Wow.
Didn't she participate in some kind of tournament or competition or something at some point?
Yeah,
I
she
have
did
no idea.
against other was it influencers or streamers or whatnot?
really?
And she got completely wrecked.
Oh, she couldn't. Oh,
She handled that
Keep up.
disrespect.
man. But to me,
man.
that's one of the biggest problems with online gaming right now. Like for instance, I'm seeing some of the videos coming out for Modern Warfare 2 and the cheating and the hacking. Oh my god,
quite
Dude.
It was already pretty rampant beforehand.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad before, but now people are getting into cars and the car's fucking taking off like it's going to Hogwarts. It's fucked up, yo. It's messed up, man.
Oh my god! I still remember that one video of some dude who's on an ATV in the other warfare, and he was just running inside the building and driving up a set of stairs, and then reversing backwards over the stairs, kind of treating it like a ramp, and people would run up and get hit by him, and he kept on killing all kinds of people with that, and people were raging so hard. And that was his whole shtick. He would just go around with an ATV. He would drive through buildings. People would try and shoot him, and he'd keep running them over.
Check this out. Runs over everyone.
Has it ever happened to you where you hit like a certain trance when you're playing a game like Counter-Strike? Well, I mean, this happened to me a lot when I used to play Counter-Strike back in the day, where you'd fall like in this phase where you're just unstoppable. Like, I think there's this thing called the hot hand fallacy, right? Where like you think that something that's happening is going to keep happening. Like every time you hit your shot, you're going to take the shot, and you're going to hit your target and all that stuff, and you keep thinking that that's going to keep happening because I'm doing so well, right?
Yeah.
So you get overconfident at some point, that streak comes to an end. But in that moment, when you're in that streak, I feel so bad because I know somebody on the other team is like, "Oh, this guy's cheating." And I want to say, "No, I'm not. I'm not cheating at all, bro. It's just this is crackness right now. That's all it is."
Yeah, but that's happened to me so many times too back in the day, and it doesn't matter what you tell people. Like I had someone who was convinced that I was cheating, and would roll on his own cheats just to try and prove it. And I kept telling him,
Run on his own sheets.
and my PC, like I am not cheating. And I would keep going around and act like legitly killing people back in the day in Counter-Strike, and people would think he'd be cheating. But I take it as a compliment. It's like, you think that I'm that good that I'm cheating? Thanks, cool, bro.
Oh yeah, it's an absolute compliment. And one of the things that I love that they've introduced in shooters now is death chat. Oh my god, death chat is so good. This should be in all games, honestly.
Every time you kill someone in Modern Warfare now, you get like a 2 or 3 seconds of the guy's microphone going off, and you hear him literally losing his shit or saying stuff. Basically, so you either hear people say, "God damn it, fucking bullshit," or just whatever, and you would catch a lot.
You ever get like one of those nice guys that, whoa, he shot me directly in the face. That was incredibly nice. Oh, right. Well, that was a good shot. Well, have a good game, and I hope you win.
Not even, but that'd be amazing.
Things that I love.
9-year-old scream, call you like 10 racial slurs, and say how he's gonna fuck your mom. Or is that just Xbox?
No. I think it's everywhere now. 9-year-olds are all over the place, unfortunately.
Why is this 9-year-old banging my mom? What the fuck?
And I love that the death chat is a thing, and I like proximity chat also. That's a thing now also.
Yeah, that's
I think that's fantastic. And when they introduced that into Tarkov, oh my god.
What is this, proximity chat?
Yeah, so basically, as soon as, well, you know what it is, right?
Yeah, I get the gist of it,
Yeah. So when they introduced it to Tarkov, oh my god, the people I used to play with, we fucked people over so hard, so many times on it, man.
I saw a video about that, but it wasn't Tarkov. It was
PUBG, maybe.
Maybe PUBG, but they were like blasting Wu-Tang. It would rob people. It's great.
Man, I remember in Tarkov, what we would do is, so Tarkov, people are terrified of losing their shit in the game. Gear fear is a real thing, right? You don't want to die at all, so you'd rather try to make friends with someone and just go your own ways instead of fighting. And when they introduced proximity chat, oh my god! So I would be on Discord with my team, and I'll tell them, "Yo, there's a level 5 pleb here, hunting for his cash, and we're like level 30, 40, whatever." So I'd stroll up to him and tell him, yo, friendly, don't shoot. And so like I befriend him, I throw down some loot for him to show him that I'm a friend, And I'll tell him, let me help you out. I'll try to show you around, All the while, my friends are just lining up the shot, and
Nice.
and just like steer the conversation towards like some scary ass topics as they're shooting. Is like just look at him and just, because in Tarkov you can control your head without moving your gun, right? You have all full control over your body, so I can keep my gun pointing straight and just turn my head and look at him. And I just look at him and I said, "Do you know what it feels like to have a bullet go through your head?" He'd just be like, "Why would you ask me that? That's fucked up, bro." And like the amount of times that we pulled that stunt on people, I feel so bad now. It's so bad. You know, and again, when you die in Tarkov, it's not death chat, it's proximity chat, but you can still talk for like 5 seconds after you die. You know, every time I
Huh.
pull that stun, you're a fucking asshole. You're a fucking. It's like, yeah, You're level 5. I'm gonna take this helmet. You're not gonna get it back. I'm gonna take this gun, and I'm gonna take it. Not even because I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna sell it for the cheapest price I could find. Like I probably even delete it so the game doesn't even have it in its code anymore. So
I just don't want you to have it anymore.
that's the beauty about Tarkov, man. Denial is the name of the
Pettiness.
game. Deny the
Just
enemy.
pettiness.
Seriously, like, oh, dude, absolute pettiness. Tarkov is absolutely 100% petty. No joke.
Fucking boss gave me a whole bunch of shit today.
Like-
Oh, I'll show them. I'll show them all in Tarkov by taking their shit.
Not just that, man. I'll be in Tarkov. I'll be in the middle of a firefight. I'm badly wounded. I know the guy's badly wounded. I'll see that there's like a box of orange juice over there, and you need to monitor your food and water intake.
Okay.
And the more damaged you are, the faster you dehydrate, right? So I'll see the juice, and I know I'm not going to survive this. I'll fucking drink the juice because I know he needs it. You know, it's denial 100% the name of the game.
You're drinking the juice as your head tilts right to the face.
Man. But yeah. Anyways, what would you guys be down to hit up a shooter at any point besides the aforementioned Overwatch 2?
You dissing my game? Wait, you can't pay to play, bro?
It's pay to win.
Jesus. Is
Yeah.
it still
Oh,
free?
if I had to pay
Overwatch
for
2
that,
is free, no?
I think it
It's,
still is.
yeah, no, it's free.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah,
I think it's free, and it works. I don't know how it works if you're free. Like, I was guessing it would be something like Brawlhalla, where you get a random character to pick.
Okay.
okay.
I know you can unlock people eventually, but I'm not sure how like the noob friendly version of it is.
I know Ubisoft was steering towards making Rainbow Six free to play. I don't know if it's ever gonna happen now, but
Rainbow Six Wet Siege.
yeah.
Okay, that'd be cool because I've never played it.
Oh man, again,
Nice.
one of those games where one tap is all you need. One bullet takes you out.
Nice.
Fucking love that shit, and the destruction is so beautiful in that game.
Kill the hostages.
100%.
You want these hostages? Well, you can't have them. Bang, bang, bang. Game over. Wings of Redemption's upset.
Oh, man. I missed that back in the Counter-Strike days where, like, you just kill the hostages and you just actually have a 1v1.
Yeah.
Not a 1v1, but just like a team deathmatch.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was it.
Nice.
It would cost you $500 a hostage, but you didn't care. Like, yeah, like
You
it's okay.
had the money to spare. And you and like your teammates would take turns. Like, okay, I'm broke now, so can one of you guys take it so I can, cash back up again?
Man,
Yeah.
I remember a lot. I don't know if it's just Counter Strike, but I think a lot of first person games adopted this mechanic, the fucking jump duck mechanic, which I find weird. I don't understand how that works.
It was all about bunny hopping. I think it had to do with the what's it? You were able to take corners a lot easier because of how crouching worked or how jumping.
No, but
and
like
crouching worked.
in Counter Strike, when you want to jump up in like a vent or something, you had
yeah.
you had to jump duck. You couldn't just jump in.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So and that translated over to other games, other first person shooters, which I always thought was weird. Like, what the fuck is a jump duck? You see somebody doing that in real life, like, what's wrong with you? You trying to lay an egg? But but yeah.
Oh my God.
But would you guys consider getting a new Warzone or no? It's free. It's free, but it might cost your hard drive like 200 gigs.
Is it that as big as it was before?
No. I think it's big. I think it's like 50 gigs though. But it's not
Okay.
it's not like 250 like before.
So
That's not so bad then.
need to upgrade my computer by getting a new one.
Wait, you don't think you could run it?
I don't really have confidence in it now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, my computer is 7 years old.
You're like my computer is fit for World of Warcraft.
Thumbs up. Playing Overwatch 2 is a giant chore.
Wait,
No,
what would you say was the newest game you ran on it last?
Back for Blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on lower settings, obviously. But yeah, my graphics card is a GTX 970, and I think it's a 4th generation i7.
Okay. That's not bad, but yeah, no, I get what you
I
mean.
have a
though.
laptop too, so
You have a gaming laptop?
I do. I sorry. I recently got one because my sister's wedding was in Jamaica, and I was like, "There's no fucking way I'm gonna go on a plane and then sit in a hotel without having something to do." So I just bought a laptop. Bought a
Fair enough.
laptop, played Elden Ring. It's great. Playing
Oh,
Elden Ring in the nice, warm, humid weather while smoking a joint is the most fantastic thing.
amazing.
Just sitting on the balcony, there's a table, there's a chair. I'm like, I can fetch out.
Locally sourced herb.
It was fantastic. Yay, Jamaica.
Oh, I didn't realize you had you got the Elden Ring going. What are you trying to play through as?
I really wasn't that far. I played for some reason I made 3 characters. Was I forget what the classes were.
There's a lot of weird names. There's I
Yeah.
know there's a samurai, there's astrologer,
I
knight,
picked
and
one of
outside
the
that.
ones that's supposed to dual wield,
Okay.
and another one just had a basic sword and shield, but it wasn't the samurai.
Okay.
I really didn't get far in the game, to be fair, because I was also in Jamaica. So,
Boy,
Fair enough.
are you saying that your laptop runs can run games that your PC can't?
yeah, because
Oh, okay.
my laptop's newer. It's a higher generation i7. It's 2060 or 3060.
Oh
Your
shit!
your graphics card?
Yeah,
God
God
damn.
damn.
it's a piece of a laptop. It's a nice laptop, but it's just a PC tower, right? Like you
Yeah,
need
but
that power to really run everything well.
yeah, but that
Otherwise,
thing that the fan must kick off like every second. It sounds good.
oh, it does.
Okay, it's
It
gonna,
does.
it's gonna fucking take off any minute, right?
It does. You can cook eggs.
Oh
Oh
my
man.
god.
Let's see
Yeah.
here. Sorry,
Whatever,
I'm
it's
just
cool.
trying to fix something.
Just because
Oh,
it doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
if that's the case, we should definitely play at one point.
What,
What?
Elden Ring?
Yeah.
I'd have to really play and boost some characters, but yeah.
Wait, is it like co-op
I-
or some shit?
Yeah, there's co-op. There's co-op multiplayer, but not like it's not like World of Warcraft where we can literally stay with each other the entire time.
Oh, I was
Like
contemplating playing the new WoW just because it's like dragons.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a neat little,
I was contemplating playing
Neat.
it like around Christmas.
but I can't. I really can't because I know I'm gonna buy it and then I'm gonna play it for a month
You know?
and then I'm gonna be like, why did I get this? I'm
That's
bored
exactly
already.
Every time there's an expansion, I give it like a few months just to see if I get hooked or not.
Yeah, it wasn't like I'm telling you, it really wasn't like back in the day when we first
No.
started. We could have literally have kept on playing for hours, gone to bed, got to work, and then the second you got home, continue playing again for more hours.
Just when you were more enthusiastic about doing stuff like that, right? And
Yeah,
then it just became the same thing, and then we're playing with other people who took it a little too seriously. Yeah.
yeah.
Man.
But
It,
still, it was definitely good times. It's fun.
it reminds like because I always said to myself like I would love it if somebody would make a first-person open world.
They
Massive
were
Online multiplayer.
supposed to with Overwatch.
Well, it's I know I hate to bring it up again, but unfortunately Tarkov is doing that exactly.
Doing
So
what?
yeah, Tarkov is going to become a massive online multiplayer game. That's their
Oh,
end.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's why the launch date is planned for like 2027 or 2025 or whatever.
Okay.
Because okay, so you remember you can select each map you want to go into and do your raid, and there's a timer.
Yeah, yeah.
The timer is a part of the beta. They said that in the final version of the game, no timer. You get in and you get out when you want.
Cool.
And you don't load into a specific map. You load into the world, and you go. So if you want to, so like because you know the Tarkov maps are actually linked, right? Like each extraction is linked to
Yeah.
like another map. If you want to go from one end of the map to another in one raid, you can do that. I mean, it might take you an hour and a half to go
Probably.
because it's fucking far and the maps are huge. But you could do that, and the traders are going to be in the map. So let's say you want to go purchase something from Peacekeeper or Prepper or whatever. You don't go in a menu. You load into the map and you make your way to Peacekeeper.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, and if they could do that, that to me that'll be the first real MMO first-person shooter. I think they're dreaming a little too big, if I'm being honest.
I kind of think so too, considering the way the game is now, and like the idea of it sounds really fucking boss.
Yeah,
But getting to that point, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
no, especially in the conditions that Russia and everything is in right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
That guy, the dev team has been very quiet lately. So no, not true. They've been giving updates, but there was a moment there where people were like, "Are they alive or did they get bombed? What happened?" So so yeah.
God.
But I would love to see that. I don't know if there's a game out there that's a first-person massive online game right now. I don't think so. I remember the PS3 or PS4 was supposed to have one, a first-person shooter which had like 100 players on it at all times. It was a military shooter. I forgot what it was. Never came to be. No one ever played it. And I don't
I
know.
think that's what they were hoping with what was it, Fallout 76, but
Oh
no.
yeah.
I would have really
Yeah.
liked it if there was a Fallout first person MMO and all that.
Oh,
Well,
no kidding.
Fallout
But like
76,
a
right?
really good one. Not like dumbed down or like Skyrim ended up being, or not Skyrim, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
But like just a solid Fallout like scenario where like people could gather whatever they have to gather or create guilds or groups, factions, all that crap. You could be like Caesar and pretend like you're Romans. Or you could be like Matt, pretend you're garbage. Or you just
Jesus.
no, it was cool. Like I love freedom in games. Freedom in games is fantastic.
Oh my god.
So it'd be cool like to just make factions, make groups,
Mm.
gather Coke bottles.
So does that mean you're not a big fan of linear single player games?
I'm still no, I still like them, but it's like I would never really want to buy like something like God of War, right? Linear single player game,
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't really buy it because I don't find the value of paying $90 just to play it once. Like I'm the type who just plays for the story. Okay, that was cool. That's it. That's why I adored renting games back in the day because I could just play it for $5, and then
Yeah.
that's it. If I really want to play it again, I could just pay another $5,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to paying $80 to $90 to play and hope that I don't hate it.
But do you like the
Yeah.
route that it's taking now, where like shooters are making their games free to play, but then you have season passes and
I'm actually completely okay with that, the way that not Overwatch does it.
Yeah.
Because I don't really care. Like if as long as they're not including things that actually affect the gameplay, I don't care. If it's cosmetic, people like spending crap on virtual crap. That's why metaverse is a thing.
PT.
Like
But
No, I'm just highlighting something. That's all.
okay.
people like buying cosmetics. And that's absolutely fine. That's your prerogative. That's cool. When you have to pay for a character, that's what it annoys me. Because that's just part of the game. It's just like when Street Fighter started introducing new characters through DLC instead of just
Mhm.
beating things and doing criteria. You know what I mean? It feels like you're always paying for an incomplete game rather than an expansion. Expansion's supposed to add to the game. That's why StarCraft had extra. That's why Warcraft had extra. That's why XYZ had extra. But like when you start getting DLC, it feels like it should have just been in the game. You're like, well, this is dumb. Why am I
But
paying for this?
in the examples
So
that
that's
you're
why I'm cool
listing,
with COD. Because paints, you get paints and clothes and shit. I don't give a fuck.
got paint
As long as like the
clothes.
maps are free.
Yeah,
Well, I guess in this case it's Battle Royale, so it is map. But you know what I mean? Like how like Battlefield used to just I don't know, was Battlefield? Did they give you the map? Or did you have to pay for the extra maps?
no, you had to pay for them. Yeah, they were all DLC.
Okay. Oh, but they didn't hold it against you if you didn't get it. You can still completely play the game just fine.
What do you mean?
Okay, like what game could I use as an example? Like back in the day, you couldn't play with people who had the expansion of a game. And like for example, like Brood Wars. When you converted it to the expansion, you couldn't play people in just StarCraft anymore because
Even
you
if
had to have
you
Brood Wars to play
even
the
if you're
extra.
playing like regular content.
I think you could
Oh,
go
okay.
backwards, but you couldn't go forwards. Like the person missed out because they didn't pay for something, and I disagree with that. But Battlefield just went, okay, cool. We just won't put you in that group.
Yeah, we won't put you in those servers
We
that has
wouldn't
those
like
maps.
rub it in your face so you don't have
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, 100%. And fuck, you brought up a good point earlier. I forgot what it was now. Shit. Damn you and your silky smooth voice.
mm.
Mm.
As I'm trying not to girl spit.
But no, yeah. So what I wanted to know was like with Deathlord. I can't believe someone actually subscribed to my channel. Thank you.
Nice, welcome.
I don't know who's watching and why, but thank you.
There you go.
Trying to see your damaged vision.
You know what sucks, man? Damaged vision is like whenever
Josh
you look it up,
Sexism?
whenever you look it up on YouTube, you just get a bunch of videos on how to get LASIK or how to fix your eyes and shit. I'm like, damn it! Couldn't you have picked a better name? But anyways, no, but no, I forgot what I was gonna say about Battlefield and all those games now. But anyways, I hope I get to shoot it with you guys sometime soon. I know that me and PT have tested each other several times in shooters, and I think I've beaten you most of the time.
Oh man, I'm so used to Overwatch that'd be hard to convert because like everything in in Call of Duty, I believe it's what's it called? Hit scan, where like the second you shoot, the bullet travels and then it hits
Yeah.
like practically immediately.
Yeah,
Whereas like Battlefield, there was actual bullet time,
there. Yeah, bullet travel,
distance
bullet
or
drop.
something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. So like, because Overwatch has a mix between the two, you just had to pick a character that you're good with. Like Soldier hits you immediately, but Sojourn, the Canadian equivalent of Soldier, her bullets don't hit right away. There's a small travel time. Or like how old school Orisa Dan would like her bullets had a travel time. They weren't true hit scans.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like McCree was a true hit scan.
wait, so it's mixed? Like, some characters have the ability, some don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people have it, some don't. Actually, Anna was one of the characters who have both.
That's
Because when you
dirty.
shoot, when you no scope, it travels. But if you zoom in, it hits immediately.
Yep.
That's fucking dirty, and that's a mechanic. That's not a glitch. That's how they want it to function.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I'm just saying, because like I played Overwatch so much, I'm really used to like all this crap. So to go backwards into just aim, shoot, and try not to die immediately, like in Call of Duty, it usually takes a chore between it. It's a little bit of a chore before I get good at it. Not to say I won't do it. I'm
God
just
damn.
blabbing at this point.
That's fine. But no, but all that to say, I do want to hit up a shooter with you guys at some point because
Yeah, it'd be fun.
to me a shooter is honestly like when you're playing with your friends, you could just shut off, shoot the shit, and fuck around, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas other games like Elden Ring and whatnot, you're gonna have to like quiet down, focus, you know, get into it. Tarkov is not a game for this. I agree.
Mm.
Tarkov's a little too intense, but yeah. So
And I'm still damaged from the whole Tarkov from years ago.
oh, so you did play it?
Yeah, years ago. Like I think what 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, I think when we were moved out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It's completely different. It's a lot better. It's a lot more.
I was used to
streamlined,
that. Like
but-
everything was super dark. It was really glitchy. Like you had to collect everything.
Oh,
I was like,
Yeah,
it was
you
so
had to-
annoying. It got
you
to
had
the
to-
point
you
where I
had to
wanted to shoot
collect
myself
stuff,
in the
but
head,
most-
and I had to
most
collect
of
all
the
the bullet parts.
but now I don't know what it was like when it first came out when you guys played it, but now I would say it's a much more stable game. There's not that many glitches that I have experienced. The only thing that you will experience, and I haven't played Tarkov in months, okay, but is crashes where the server would crash.
Well, that's not fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not fun.
It's a little bit
I'd
stupid.
be more down for a game that you could go in, like you said before, go in, shoot the shit, get what you have to get done.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like building stuff.
Oh, I would love going into a
Collect
Rainbow Six
anything.
lobby with you guys and just fuck with people. Because people that play Rainbow Six are sweaty as fuck. Like, and I love it. I love pissing them
When
off.
you say Rainbow
Mm.
Six, you still mean Siege?
Siege, yeah.
Okay, just to make sure.
Yeah. If we can get in there, oh man, wall hacks all the way. Shoot. Well, I don't know why. Back when I used to play, nobody used to like sound. Ubisoft developed this technique for sound to travel within the game, right? And so, like, if you were to blow open a section of the wall, the sound would then travel through that portion of the wall. It's very impressive the way they designed it, and I think it's revolutionary, to be honest. So like people just wouldn't use that to their advantage.
Nice.
All you have to do is just like knock a little hole in the wall, and you can hear what's going on right next to you all of a sudden because the game is programmed that way. It thinks that there's a hole in the wall, so sound's going to travel through that hole now. And the moment you hear somebody walking on the other side, you just laser the wall, and that's it. Game over.
Just lace it. Do bullets actually go through walls, or is this a hack?
No, bullets go. No. Wall bangs
Depending
are
on
like
what walls, but yeah.
Okay, so it's like super realistic then, right?
yeah. Wall
Okay,
bangs are like
that's
a huge tactic in Rainbow Six Siege. In fact, when you're defending, you can actually
blast.
when you're defending,
That's
you can actually put up metal walls on a wall so people can't shoot through it.
Huh.
Yeah.
No lie, this reminded me of Bad Boys.
The movie?
Okay. Yeah, Bad Boys the movie. where it was the scene when they go after, weren't you make it? Like there were Haitians, I believe, and they
Oh,
went to
Bad
that
Boys
Haitian
2.
house, and yeah, and they were shooting through the walls
Yeah.
at each other. Yeah,
Oh, absolutely. That's your average round in a small map in Rainbow Six Siege. That's
that's cool.
knife game. I think Anana's Bananas is trying to say gun game because gun game is the shit in shooters.
I
Any
play knife.
anytime.
Remember, remember in what's it? Was it Call of Duty where you had all the perks to be a knife person?
Oh yeah, yeah. There was like a perk where every time you knife, it would lunge towards the person at the same time.
There you go, and like you ran faster, less stamina.
You
or
put
more
yeah
stamina.
you put double time on to increase your stamina, so
So
you could
you
just
had
run around and knife everybody.
And it was always a one shot too. Just like, hey, guess what? Poke, poke,
in,
poke.
in the they kept that ability in the 2019 Modern Warfare, and they gave you nunchucks, right? So you could just run around and just like play the drums on people and just knock them out all inside. It was the dumbest shit ever.
I think what was it? I think it might have been Battlefield. Whenever you got like knifed, you had an animation. Like sometimes your camera would just jolt backwards, and you're face to face with some dude as he's stabbing you.
Yeah, he would rip off your dog tags and take them from you.
Yeah,
And
it scared the shit out of me every time.
And what was cool about that was that I think it was a way to combat those because knife for some reason in shooters knifing is like the ultimate weapon. It's a one shot kills anybody. And in Battlefield when they did that, they introduced an option for you to counter that. I don't know if you ever noticed it, but when someone turned you around, you were face to face and he's pulling your dog tag, it prompted you for a quick time event so you can actually counter that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I still got stabbed, but yeah, I saw it.
Oh yeah, it caught me off guard every single time. I died all the time. But
Because I told you, it scares the shit out of me. You're shooting at somebody, then all of a sudden you stop shooting for a split second just to get jump scared by the dude's face in your face.
and like back in those days, which was like Battlefield 3 and stuff, it was like a completely mask, thick ass glasses. There was no face. It was just death staring at you when it happened. It was but gun games to me, oh man, that is like peak fun, peak fuckery in first person shooters, man.
Yep.
Oh man, you and I did some recently, PT, where we joined a Counter-Strike Source Match and we just fuck around with people all the time. Oh my god, it's so much fun.
It was so good. I still remember our regular what was it? Modern Warfare
Gun games. Yeah, that's true.
Those were a lot of fun, man.
Fuck yeah, those were fun, man. Do you have any of the Counter-Strikes hybrid?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I think you probably you can technically get. No, I don't want to play inferior games.
Oh,
That's what it felt like.
now, if you don't mind, I could play some Pokemon Scarlet.
Fuck you, children.
Oh my! I haven't really seen much of it, but I heard that it's a buggy mess.
I heard it was a buggy mess. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Ouch. GG
Yeah.
Nintendo. Fuck.
GG.
Yeah.
I find it's rare you hear Nintendo releases a super buggy game. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah,
I don't play them enough. But
No, usually they do. Well, I mean it's a Nintendo game, but I think it's it's Game Freak who handles like 90% of it. It's just under Nintendo's watchful eye. But yeah, they have free reign of doing whatever they want in the game, so I guess it's more them than Nintendo.
Nice.
okay. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me for the talk about FPS, even though it kind of veered off into I don't know social justice and Elden Ring and all kinds of other stuff. But
It's okay. It happens.
that's how it goes, man. It's just talking. It's just shooting shit.
You have a conversation, and then all of a sudden you're in a bathtub.
Why a bathtub?
You're in a
Because
bathtub.
bathtub streamers.
Yeah.
Oh, but I thought that was hot tub streamers. Now it's
Ah,
bathtub.
whatever. Whatever. Who cares?
It's the same thing.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You see body of water. You have a body of water.
You just
This PT in a puddle.
PT. I'm telling you, man, your bathwater will sell for a mint. I'm telling you.
Disgusting.
Who was it? Who was it that did it? Was it Amaranth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sold her
Oh
bathwater.
no. Oh no, you're talking about what's her name? Belle Delphine.
Oh, it's Belle Delphine.
Yeah.
Oh, she did that. I remember seeing a post about some dude who bought her bathwater and then made mac and cheese with it.
That's disgusting.
Wow, that's gross. Apparently, that she wasn't actually legally selling her bathwater. There was none of her in it.
It
But
was
she
just
was
water.
basically promoting it as it was her bathwater.
Didn't she
All
also
these
do
things
farts in a jar or something?
oh,
It wouldn't
those
surprise me.
literally, that was disgusting.
That was real though,
Like,
no?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. She completely let him rip in jars, and it got to the point where she had a medical emergency for it because she kept eating things that promote farting in jars.
Are you
So she got
serious?
supremely backed up because you're not supposed to ingest that much fiber and such. And then
Yep.
Oh,
as
Was
she
it having
backed
like
her
way
back
too
up,
much broccoli and beans and whatnot?
oh man.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now she cut it down. It's kind of super fucking ridiculous that dudes are buying parts in a jar,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, there's a lot of ridiculous stuff dudes will actually buy.
If PT would pan his camera just a little bit to the right, you see like a wall of jars. It's like-
Let's
they're not
just turn
farts,
the
they're
camera
burps.
this.
Oh man. Well,
Disgusting.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. So thank you boys for chatting today. Much appreciated.
Peace, peace.
No worries.